Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel and welcome to the first in this series of our house renovation. So I'm going to be talking you through what happened in week 1 at the beginning of our 2-story extension. So if you want to see a little bit more and see what it's like and follow our renovation journey, then keep watching. So before I get into the diary part of this video, if you're new to my channel, my name is Charlotte. I'm mum to 3, I'm 32 and I live in the northwest of England, and we have been working towards this extension for a very long time. We are a family of 5 and slowly but surely we are running out of space in our property, and we decided to extend rather than move because we love where we live and we also thought it would be more cost effective in the long run. So if you want to see what our house was like before all of this began, I will leave a video linked down below so you can get a better idea of what we started with. And without any further ado, I'm going to go into the renovation diary. So I've had to come outside really to show you the changes because this is what happened at the end of day 1 and I was not expecting this. Half of the garage has been demolished. It's raining and quite windy, so I hope you can hear this okay. Part of the roof's gone. Hello, battered old roof where the leak was. I mean, that looks particularly disgusting. We've got a digger, and this is the conservatory. The gate's gone, conservatory's down to 1 level, and I'm hoping they can still have a productive day tomorrow because of the rain, but they've done such a good job so far. And you can almost see, if you follow this along where it joins up, the shape of the extension to a degree. But there is a lot more to do. We're still unaffected. Inside, the cats are fine. They just come and meow at the back door now. But yeah. Also, keeping it real, this is the state of everything else. So, got our old gate here. This is like iron and, well, not iron, metal and stuff from the conservatory frame. And then we have a massive skip on our driveway as well, which is already absolutely full. There's more rubble behind it, of bricks that I think they're hoping to reuse. So yeah, it's all systems go. So I thought I would show you from inside as well. This is what it's looking like at the moment. So we've moved the cats in and they are, as I mentioned before, I think they just kind of like wait at the door to come in and out, and we're just doing that. And it's actually really nice because they're in more than what they usually would be, to be honest. And yeah, it's a sign of things to come. So we've moved their beds in here for like night time, and then like we can move them into the living room as well if they want to. There's one there and one there, and we're just working with it. It is cluttered, like there's cat food down there and everything, and it's just you know, it's already getting messy, but it's only ever going to get worse, and it is worth it. And this is the view from inside into where the conservatory used to be. So there were 2 walls actually. It was like double thickness of brick, so the inner version has gone, and I don't know if they're keeping the outer version as a basis from which to do the rest of the extension with. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know where they're up to with that, but you can see like this is the floor from underneath the conservatory. So all of the flooring that was down, it was like a cheap laminate type thing, I think. This is now like the proper concrete floor, and obviously this foundation's here, so it might be that these are reusable, so that is why this is still like this, but only time will tell, because obviously I've not asked them, because you don't want to come across as like some like weirdo know-it-all, because I have no clue. They've already lifted up some flagstones here as well, as you can see, but the rain I think is going to slow us down a little bit, because I can't imagine they can do too much because it's just going to fill up with water. But it's that time of year. It is obviously the beginning of March when this has started, so hopefully as things start to warm up a bit, then we can like keep things going and speed up a bit more. But it's just crazy to see part of like our house just completely demolished. It's really weird. So it's a bit windy, so I'm sorry about that, but it's day 2, or the end of day 2 from the big dig extension renovation type thing, and oh, that wind. Our house doesn't look anything like our house anymore. I feel like I'm coming at you from an episode of Time Team because there's trenches in our garden. It's crazy. So I'm going to turn you around and show you what I mean. So first off, there's a lot of rubble and mud and clay and earth and that kind of thing on our driveway at the moment. And then One huge change is that our carport that used to be here has now gone, and already our hallway is loads brighter. It's really, like, I mean, it's not crazy, but it's just weird the difference it is made. And then this is like leftover conservatory carport. I think you can like recycle metal, so that's normally what is going to happen with that. So the garage is very different now. I've just had to move to a different spot because the wind is so strong now that this has moved. But it used to start here, and the door has been pushed back just for now because there's like bits of tins of paint and stuff there. But all of the foundations of the garage have been dug up, because obviously this part will be a 2-story extension. This is our new toy, our new digger. And then I don't know where is best to show you really. I'm trying to walk around without like breaking a leg. But then down here, they've started digging, ready to do the foundations of what obviously will be this back area here, and it has to be as deep as the garage, I think. So I don't really know, I don't know the ins and outs of it. It might need to go deeper yet, but they're obviously going to fill that with like cement and get all the like steel work and framework in place and all of that, and build upwards. So that's that. Now where the garage used to be, this part is being dug up, and I'm assuming that's because again this is part of the 2-story extension, but also this is going to be like inside our house with like the utility and that kind of thing, whereas this part over here is still going to act as a garage. I had someone ask actually in my last video whether or not like this would stop us putting a car in, but we never kept our car in the garage anyway, so this is just like storage really. I mean that's generally what my family and I and my friends like use our garage for, is just to like put your Christmas tree in or that kind of thing, because we don't have loads of loft space and we only have the one car, so it's not like we really need to keep it in there because we're always using it. And eventually we're gonna widen our driveway, but that is for another time. But look at all this space. It's so weird. It's so weird that this is going to be where our house is soon. It's also really weird that like this is in our garden. There's some heavy equipment there, but yeah, it's all systems go. And then through here you can see Mark is prepping dinner at the moment. I don't know if you can really see him there. Stan spotted me though. Hi Stan. But if I stand right back, I don't know if you can see, this is how far back like the back wall is, and that is how much space is going to be. So it's huge, and I feel like now everything's been taken down and the walls are down, I feel like I can envisage just how big it's going to be. It's just really, really exciting. But yeah, that is day 2. I don't know how they've managed to do so much, particularly given that it's been raining pretty much all day today. They've done such a good job, and we only had 2 men here today as well, but they've done a fantastic job. And they're really neat as well, like they've organised so much of our stuff out of the way and like tried to keep the garden like as tidy and as unaffected as possible as well. But yeah, this is what we're like for day 2, and I'm going to take these mugs in. So it's day 3 and it's quite noisy because we've just got back from swimming lessons, so you're kind of seeing this for the first time with me. I don't think I'm going to go outside in it though, because one change, if I'm keeping it real and you want to know what it's like, particularly with a family, it is really muddy now. So I'll turn you around in a sec. But one of the things that I've noticed is that one of those spray mops is very handy, because I've had to mop and like brush up mud and bits from our hallway probably about 4 times today. And you might just say like leave it, but honestly it builds up so quickly and then it ends up everywhere around the house. So I would definitely say get those to hand, because you'll need it if you want to keep like some of the parts of your house that you keep in the same, like in good condition. But if I thought it was time team yesterday, it's more intense today. I'll turn you around. So this is the state of things now, and as you can see this is all the same. We just have digger accessories to our right and a nice large wheelbarrow here. A few people were asking about like the cats. The cats are absolutely fine. They would not cope if we made them house cats, because they would get really stressed. They both really like to explore, so we're just letting them in and out. And obviously this is probably as safe for them to be around as it is for us, because like they know what they're doing. But yeah, we're just keeping an eye on them, and they're both, well, she's was in, but she's gone outside for a second, and Romeo is in at the moment. And obviously the builders know which ones our cats are, and they're used to animals interfering. But I don't know if you can see, the little trench that was here is now all the way around, and it goes around the corner as well, and you should see the amount of mud, clay and rubble that is on our front garden. It's just, there's so much stuff, and there's a skip as well, but it's going really well. This wall here was up yesterday and they've since taken it down, and I realised, like, I filmed yesterday and said I wondered if they were keeping that, but now I realise that obviously that wouldn't be fit for for supporting a 2-storey extension, so obviously that's gone down. But this will be what remains of the garage, and this will roughly be how big the garage is going to be, which for us it's going to have a door on the side here, which will be like for accessibility, like, you know, getting things like say a lawnmower out, or like garden toys, or a ladder, or paint, or whatever, and we're quite happy with that in terms of storage, because otherwise we just end up putting stuff in there that we keep just in case, and really we don't need it. So yeah, that is what it's like out here, and I feel like already I just feel like our garden seems bigger as well. I can't really describe it, because the conservatory was always this massive thing in the way, and because we didn't really use it, the garden seemed like further away, and this felt like it was just in the way of everything. Whereas now obviously we go from here, or like walk over, and the bifolds will be probably about here, I think, from there to there, and I feel like I can imagine it somewhat anyway. But yeah, this is the end of day 3. I feel like these vlogs will probably get shorter as time goes on, by the way, but I'm in the throes of excitement at the moment, so apologies if it's a bit boring. So this is a day 4 update, and actually loads has changed. I am so impressed with our builders, I've got to say. Like, they are a lovely bunch, but they work so hard as well. So yesterday I could barely come outside because there was this huge digger here, there was loads and loads and loads of earth, and the only word that I can use is trenches. I don't know what the technical building term is, but they weren't complete yet. But now I can show you around, and the huge mounds of dirt that were on all across our driveway and our front garden have now pretty much gone. There's just one skip. So 1 second, I'll turn you around and show you so far. So after chatting with my builders, what I had guessed about this area here is that we are repurposing it, which is brilliant because it's really cost effective, and it's almost like this side of the extension has already begun, which is just exciting, because you can kind of imagine the space, like, we're gonna knock all of this through and it's going to be a really, really lovely big space. So follow it round, and then we get to here. Now everything from here onwards has to be the correct depth to house a 2-storey extension. So it starts here and then goes all the way along. We do still have some like dirt left, but I don't know honestly if this has been kept for like filling in or whatever. We had a huge truck here earlier with a massive grabber picking everything up and getting rid of it, but you can see that it comes all the way along and it ends here, and we've obviously like suffered a bit of a, I don't know, it looks like it's kind of cracked a little bit here with all of the work done, but this is all going to be like finished off nicely anyway. So where it is here, this is going to be our bin store, so it's going to be undercover, and we can, like, you know, keep our bins out of the way and stuff. And then I think when we get to around, say, this point, this is where our utility is going to be, and you can really see it coming together now. So like, you just kind of follow like where the walls would be up to here. And then this is all that's left on our front garden. So where our car was, loads and loads of dirt, like clay, concrete, like whatever this is called, can't really remember, you know what it is. It was just everywhere. It was on that other side of our front garden as well, so there were these wooden boards out and there was just earth everywhere, and that is all gone now, and that's a huge difference because we couldn't get like the car on the drive or anything, and like all over here was just dirt everywhere. It's been really muddy, and obviously we've had like the digger here as well, so already it's feeling like so much more spacious. Inside, my mum was round today, she couldn't get over the difference in terms of how much more light there is, both in here and then also in our hallway, because the carport covered up most of the natural light that would come into our hallway via a small window, and this is just it's just been amazing. So that is where we're up to. Now that I'm indoors, I've just remembered as well, what I forgot to say is that that is all of that part of the work done. So they're prepping it now for like concrete and stuff, and then I think concrete might be on Monday, where they like pour it all in and start building upwards, which is just in a week. I don't know what I was expecting, but I was not expecting that, so fingers crossed we do still keep progressing at a nice pace. I think obviously different things take different lengths of time, but it's just really exciting. So that is the end of week 1. As it stands, on Friday, which was day 5, they actually did the concrete early, and they were only here for a couple of hours while that was being done. But as this video was getting quite long, I thought I would leave that for next week because it was the only thing that happened that day. But it's actually day 7, 8 today. They don't work weekends obviously, so it's almost like day 8 or day 6 depending on how you want to count it, and work has been going on as planned despite everything that's going on at the moment. And it's nice and sunny today as well, which always helps things speed up a little bit. But I will tell you more about this week next week. But thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new and you like videos like this and you want to see what the end result is going to be like. But I will love you and leave you. Have a lovely rest of your day, whatever you're up to, and hopefully I will see you very soon. Bye.